I might be Nick Shell, and I might talk about hair loss and psychology. Let's find out where this conversation will go next, actually. The video I made called What Women Actually Notice with Men's Hair has drawn in several people commenting. It's all been productive, of course. One of the comments I got was from Jaron Thomas, who had this to say, quote, "You are a savior," lowercase s, not to be confused with Jesus Christ. "I learned my lesson, keep going on." Now, I think he's either implying the message was for him to continue going on in life with his hair loss, or maybe that maybe I should continue going on and making these videos. Either way, that's positive. And then we had Krishna Siranavas, who had this to say, quote, "Thanks for letting us know I'm not alone. Big fan. Loads of love and best wishes. You are a hero," end quote. So I thank you for that positive feedback there. And I've been getting a lot of messages like these here recently, thanking me, saying that I'm doing a good thing in making these videos and that I'm helping people, which to an outsider, they may not understand it, because I'll be honest with you, as I always am, I'm not actually providing any kind of solution to hair loss. I'm not like, hey, you know, the whole time there's been this cure for hair loss, and here it is, and it's free, and it's going to take care of the problem. No, I don't do that. And instead, healing comes within. Self-acceptance comes from within. Now, if you want to get your hair transplant or alopecia, that's fine, if that's what it takes to help you get that inner peace. But there are thousands, and there have been over the history of the world, thousands and thousands of men just like me who say, you know what, I can find my inner peace without an interference like that. I can just accept this from within, and I'm good to go. And I think what I'm allowing people to do that watch my videos is I'm allowing them to realize it's okay to do that. That despite what society may or may not even expect of you, probably a lot of it's in your head, but I'm making it okay to accept yourself with your hair loss because I can relate to you. I'm making it okay. I'm making it to where you're accepted 100% as you are. 100%. You don't have to do anything except just show up and be part of the group here, you know? And I don't think that's normal. I don't think that in the real world that, you know, if you talk about hair loss to some other person, chances are you're going to be judged or you're going to be dismissed as if to say, get over it. Quit being a baby. Losing hair is part of life. Who cares? Grow up. You know, things like that is what people might say to you if you reveal your concern or even acknowledge that you're losing your hair to any degree. Yet I will never do that. I know where you're coming from. I've been there. I am there. Some of you have surpassed me in your hair loss. Some have not yet. Most of you are younger than me, for sure. But that's something that is special about this YouTube channel, isn't it? That you're accepted here. 100%, however you are, I accept you. That's it. And I think people don't get that in the real world. That's why they come here. But could I just reinforce that message enough that you definitely belong here? Because see, that's the thing about human beings. We're wired to want to belong. And I think with hair loss, what it sort of does, even if internally it separates us from the rest, we think, man, I don't have as much value. I don't belong to society like the guy just like me, but the version of me that would have hair. If I was that guy, I'd belong to society. But because I don't quite fit in. And even if we do that to ourselves, still, we're not quite belonging like we want to belong. You come here, guess what? You belong because I accept you as you are. I do not judge you. I relate to you. Now, let me close by talking about the opposite of that. Whereas I've been getting a lot of positive comments saying that I've been helping people, on the same exact video as I got these positive comments, I also got one from someone who's going to call themselves My Little Disco Light. And it was a short comment, and this is all it said, quote, LOL, bald people, end quote. Now, obviously, there's over 1,600 of you subscribers now. We're going to guess, for one thing, that Little Disco Light is not a subscriber. They're just obviously a troll. But it's funny because one of the whole concepts of this channel is reminding yourself to be confident despite things like that. And obviously, let's talk about the psychology of this. Ask yourself a question. Little Disco Light, who says, ha, we're bald people. The person who says that's not confident. Little Disco Light is not a competent person. And it's very obvious because they're going on to YouTube channels trying to make people feel insecure, trying to make fun of them and make them question their worth. Because that's what insecure people do, right? Isn't that very obvious that someone who's always having to tease other people or try to make them feel insecure, it's obviously a scream for help. They're saying, I don't belong. I don't feel welcome in this world. I don't feel secure in who I am. I'm going to try to bring other people down to my level. But then they come across me, and that just totally is ineffective because I've got inner peace. I accept myself as I am. I accept other people as they are. I don't wish harm upon Disco Light or whatever the name is. I accept them as they are. I don't wish harm upon my enemies. I wish blessings upon my enemies and those who curse me. I bless them because I have peace and they don't. I want them to have peace like I have. The best thing that can happen to your enemy is if they find peace within and then they spread more peace instead of spreading, toxic language like ha ha ha, bald people, right? So we all know that about people who show up in the comments. They're insecure. They're not happy with their own lives, but I want them to be. So even for people like Disco Light, I hope they do subscribe. I hope they do watch this channel and they learn one of the underlying lessons in these videos, and that's self-acceptance despite things you may not have much control over, or that you don't feel like disrupting nature and trying to stop, hair loss. So thank you for the positive comment. It is all about self-acceptance, but it's also about surrounding yourself with people who are like-minded, that are here to motivate you and say that you belong. You belong here. That is a fact. It's not an opinion. I accept you as you are and you belong here.